Well, you know what's crazy? It's obvious that we're going to have a supply chain problem if they strike. Well, I ain't gonna say if they strike. They're already striking. They didn't cut a deal before the 1st of October, and I can tell you right now, the government is lying to us again about the inflationary numbers. Think about this. They give out an inflation report. You know, the inflation is going on in the country. But they did not pen in food in the inflation report, because then it would show us that inflation is off the proverbial chain. Let's just say they come to a deal and they get the port workers back to work again. They're already losing somewhere between $7 and $10 billion a week. I mean, if they do it, if they get it in P&N for a second, but think about this for a second. Excuse me. To me, it seems like that our government is trying to do every damn thing that it can to keep the middle class from prospering. The last thing they want is people, see, they already know that the rich are not dependent on them. They already know that the poor are dependent upon them. They know that the middle class is not dependent upon, but however, we continue to keep on squeezing them, soon they'll be like the poor. Then we have the poor and the middle class dependent upon the government. That's just my take. I don't know what you think, but that's what I think. I think something's gravely wrong. But even if you went out and you bought a bunch of toilet paper, which seems to be a hot commodity nowadays. I was just in Sam's buying toilet paper, and people were already in line, but you know what they were doing? And for the few people that understand what's going on, they were buying like 2 packs of toilet paper. I went and bought a whole big old cart of it. And I'm going back out again tomorrow, and I'm going to try to buy more of the things that I know that we need. But, you know, it's a good thing for us. It's a good thing that we are country people out here at Straitway. We're agricultural people. Because deer season is just open. And I think right now that bow season is in. Matter of fact, I've been under the weather because I was expected to be out there the first day of bow season and stuff in that stand or in that blind looking for that deer. But hopefully sometime next week, I'm going to be able to get out there and bag a deer and help bring home some meat, if you understand what I mean. Because in these parts down here, nobody, you can go, hey, it used to be you could go to the taxidermy, right? And they will call you because people would only want the antlers or the head of a buck. And then they would just give the meat away. It ain't like it no more. Everybody's keeping everything. Everything. Ain't nobody getting no calls. So we've got quite a few brothers, and all of us, we get out there and we get it. We get it. And I'm definitely going to be out there this year and get it. But I tell you, most of y'all don't have that luxury because you never prepared yourself for it. You see, when the supply chain is busted and is broke, and like a lot of people right now are suffering because this last hurricane, what's her name? Hannah, whatever it was. Man, it is utter chaos in Asheville, North Carolina. Georgia, it is utter chaos. And my reports are telling me that people are actually shooting at each other. You ain't hearing that in the mainstream news media. Power outages. And we're talking about power outages that ain't gonna get resolved until maybe 2 or 3 months down the road. Bridges are out, flooding everywhere. Homes are being carried away. Homes and trailer homes are being floating away down the river. And they have lost so many people, and death tolls are rising daily. And again, where we at? We're back at the same thing that Pastor Dowell has always told you, prepare. See, I'm under no illusion. Hey, I went out and bought some extra because we already got some extra, but I went out and bought extra just in case. What if nothing happens? What if they turn around and they cut a deal tomorrow? Good. Then that means I beat inflation then, because prices of goods and services ain't going to do nothing but continue to keep going up and up and up and up and up. And let me throw this in there. Since last December, silver has been on a tear. It is up 61%. Silver is. Gold is getting ready to bust at the $2,700 mark. Can you imagine $2,700 for an ounce of gold? Man, I tell you, if you got gold right now, you're prospering. But guess what? You're not. Hey, gold is not outperforming silver, and silver, they ain't got no choice, man. With this war that's going on over in Iran, and them talking about bombing Israel. By the way, I want to know, all you people that's supposed to go keep the feast days, did y'all make y'all Feast of Tabernacles trip to Israel? Are y'all planning on going for Passover? And according to y'all doctrine, are you planning on being there at Pentecost? I mean, it's the season. Should have been over there. Did you go? Come on. I want to hear. Because it says 3 times in a year. The reason why I say that is because I don't think that a lot of people have understanding. And of course, if you want to be that way, be that way. But don't sit up there and try to preach and teach like you got understanding and you don't live what you preach and teach, and thereby become a castaway and a hypocrite. So anyway, back on it. But silver, man, if you got silver, man, you're doing pretty good right now. You're doing really, really good right now. And you're going to be doing better if you can hold on to it. But I can tell you right now, prices are getting ready to go off the chain unless the Republicans get in office and do something about this. Because look what's done happen under the Biden and Harris administration. Now they want to crack down on the border. I guess this is a Melanie video, right? Now they want to crack down on the border. Now they want to become the czars of the border. Now all of a sudden we want to crack down on it. It's only because of an election. And then they're going to go right back to business as usual. Inflation off the change. Can't buy food. I just the other day, I can go on and on and on and on and on. Go out, buy some toilet paper. Hopefully that you got a little bit of emergency fund. Take about a quarter of that emergency fund and go out and buy the food that you need, especially canned goods, because you may be eating that for quite some time.